What is up, YouTube gang? Thank
Hey
y'all for tuning back
guys.
in with us. Today we're going into 7 freedoms in England that Americans don't have. Probably 100. Honestly, this probably just gonna give us 7 good ones. You know, there's probably more. But if you're new, hit the subscribe, like, notification bell. Also, our links to our other channels is down below. We do have a movie channel. We have
Rude.
just started the In-Betweeners. So if you're a fan of that show, it's down there. We just started. We're on episode 2 of season 1, so you can catch up with that. Appreciate those who have one over there and subscribe to our movie channel. You guys are amazing. A lot of people's like, I didn't know.
Not there being a knot.
And now you know.
Look at that.
Many Americans assume their everyday rules are standard everywhere. Yet daily life in Great Britain handles
Oh, it's
many
10.
things very
It's 7.
differently. Did you know actions that seem normal in the U.S. can be against the rules across the Atlantic?
No
and
way.
vice versa? Picture a street in Manchester during rush hour. People cross wherever it's clear, while in most U.S. cities, police hand out
Crosswalk.
tickets for the same thing. This video covers 10 common situations where life in Great
My bad,
Britain
y'all thought it was 7. It said
contrasts with
7 on the
American
thing.
norms. These details are based on first-hand accounts, official policies,
it
forums,
Halloween over
and
there?
public records, not secondhand stories or glossy travel articles. If you want real comparisons, you're in the right place. But before we continue, hit that like button and subscribe. Number 10, jaywalking legal. In the U.S., jaywalking can mean fines or warnings from police,
I ain't seen nobody
even when
get
the
fined
street
in
is
20
empty.
years.
Cities like New York or Los Angeles commonly enforce these rules. In Great Britain, no law bans crossing outside the lines. In London or Cardiff, locals size up traffic and cross where it feels safe. In central London, it is common to see people head straight over multi-lane roads without waiting for signals. For Americans used to strict enforcement and clear crosswalks, this feels unfamiliar. Maybe you've noticed this yourself. Can you remember the last time you saw someone get stopped for jaywalking? Number 9.
Yeah, that is true. In America, I ain't seen that for in a long time.
I've
I think it depends on where you
never
at.
seen anyone get in trouble for jaywalking, but I've seen people almost get hit for jaywalking.
Yeah, I think they will. I think it just depends on where you at jaywalking
Yeah,
too, because
definitely.
people jaywalk all the time here. But I think it depends on the street. Like if it's probably like a busy or something
Yeah.
crazy, I'm pretty sure a cop would pull you over. I remember coming up as a kid, they were strict on it. I remember they
Yeah.
did pull up, but now I think they got like
Especially around schools, around schools.
yeah.
but
I think now they like we ain't about to stop everybody for because
I
you're gonna be
think
pulling over a
it's
lot of
dangerous.
folks. You're gonna be pulling over a lot of
It's so
folks. I see people running
dangerous.
across the street all the time. So you'll be running over a lot. And then some places don't even have a crosswalk. Like one of our areas in our neighborhood, we got a park across the street from us, and we would have to literally walk all the way down to one of our other entrances and cross across and then come down to the park.
It's like
Or you can go to the
far.
one where the exit is literally right in front of the park, but there's no crosswalk. So that's technically jaywalking if you go across
Yeah,
the
it's
street.
like the weirdest thing. Like, there's no, in a sense, like you have to go all the way around.
Yeah, just to get
go
there.
to the park. When you could just like, this is a long like you can just literally go
Right
boop,
across.
But no, you can either go this way or this way.
I'm not
you
doing a
know,
long way.
and
I'm
that
going right
goes
across
like-
that other
yeah,
street.
See,
Double
oh,
holiday days. Taking long vacations is rare for most Americans.
It sure is.
Only about 23% of private industry workers get 15
Can't
or
even
more
tell you last
paid
time I had a
days each
vacation.
year, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. And few use those days all at once. Most workplaces expect
once.
employees to stay reachable and avoid long absences. By contrast, British law guarantees full-time workers at least 28 paid days off each year,
28
and it's normal to
guaranteed.
take 2 weeks together. During August in Birmingham, for example, businesses often empty as people travel. Using the full allowance is standard practice, and colleagues often encourage it. In the U.S., vacation time is usually
look at
saved for
her.
emergencies or short breaks.
It's so sad in America. We have conversations with people all the time, our friends and everything. It's so sad how many people around you ask them when is the last time they took a vacation, and some people just be like, I can't even tell you.
A little off topic, but staying on the topic. I was watching this video, and I think they were like in Italy. I want to say they were in Italy. It was somewhere. They interviewed a CEO of a company, and they interviewed the employees also. And at the place where they work, like in the little town and stuff, they leave the building. Like it's like a factory of office. Like it's like a lot of building. They leave their work, punch out for lunch, and they go have lunch with their families for 2 hours. Their lunch break is 2 hours.
That's crazy.
And then they come back and they check in. The guy was like, "Oh, do you guys give them sick days?" They're like, "Yeah," but they're like, they said that they don't call out for being sick because they're like, we're rarely ever sick. They're like, we get enough off days. I'm like, 2
The
hours.
average American now, I don't know if y'all know, so it's good that because I feel like we don't. Somebody brought this up in the comments, like y'all should talk about America, like to the UK people, so they know too. So we live here, so we can give y'all insights too. The average job now in America, you're working on a minimum of probably 10 hours. Like that's where they're at now. It used to be an 8-hour shift for most people.
That's full time though.
That's full time. The average job now, 10 to 12 hours minimum. Like you ask them that most people in our neighborhood, like around us, oh, I work 12s, I work 10s. Like there's no more like I work 8.
And then part time, you're like 5 to 6. So you're kind of almost there. 4 if they're like really strict on you being part time.
Yeah, America's gotten crazy. And I work 12, so it's not. Working 12s is not enough. Your body is just mentally just tore up. 12s is so unhumane. I remember doing it, and I was like, I lost so much weight. Like, it was crazy. And people like, you done a diet? Or like, no, 12 hours got me. I don't even eat proper. I don't even know what eating is. Like, eating at 3 a.m, you're eating dinner. You know, it's crazy.
But in Great Britain, it's seen as a key part of well-being. Number 8, school choice wider. In America, a child's assigned public school depends closely on home address, set by strict district lines. Even if a better school is nearby, families usually cannot enroll without moving. Britain links address and school, but allows wider flexibility. In places like Greater Manchester, parents rank school preferences on applications. If a preferred school has space, children may attend, with priority for local families. If schools are full, councils must offer a place somewhere. In cities like Bristol, parents compare schools and apply based on their child's needs, not just geography. The process feels less rigid, and Americans facing strict school borders often find this approach more balanced. Number 7.
I love how he said, it's full, we find you a place. I don't think where we live, I can't speak for all of America, but where we live, I don't think there's a full capacity in their law. They will squeeze 1,000 kids in
our kids' elementary school, they were so they were like we're in a neighborhood where the school's in our neighborhood. So their capacity was like, not the exact number, I can't remember, but it was like 530. Their capacity, they were at like 8 something, and they're like,
and they went up higher than that. They lost it.
So then they finally opened a school. Because we have like a lot of schools around us, but a lot of them in their neighborhood. So they opened a new school where they took a lot of those students out. But now there's not, they took too many kids. So it's like that new school took too many kids. So now it's like there's empty classrooms and stuff.
The problem here where we live, and like I said, I'm not speaking on America. I don't like to be general because I don't know how all of America function. But our problem here where we live in our town, they keep building houses and adding nothing else. Like they just keep adding homes, and we live close to Los Angeles, so people from Los Angeles keep moving here, and it's like, I'd be like, babe, they're gonna build a grocery store? Like, our grocery stores be so packed, our mall, like, it's just, you keep adding housing, no schools.
We have one mall.
Right, no schools, no grocery stores, nothing. It's like, we just gonna keep building houses, adding more of the population here, and let's not add nothing else. And that's why our school population is supposed to be 600 kids at this school, but there's 1,200, and it's not enough.
You have to seat kids outside because there's not enough room in the cafeteria.
It's crazy work.
That's
crazy
that's
work.
bad.
Crazy
that's
work.
bad.
Doctor visits simple. Medical care in the U.S. usually starts with paperwork and anticipating bills. The Kaiser Family Foundation notes the average uninsured office visit is $104, and costs rise after tests or prescriptions. Even insured patients pay co-pays and may get more bills later. In Great Britain, patients book NHS appointments with no upfront payment and no insurance card. At clinics in Glasgow or Liverpool, families turn up for visits or checkups and leave without pulling out a wallet. The NHS covers most routine care. Prescription costs are standardized, currently $9.65 per item. Private insurance is optional, not needed for basic health needs. The lack of cost at the door often surprises American visitors, and many feel a sense of relief at the difference. Number 6, drinking age split. Americans cannot legally drink alcohol until 21. Even though they can vote or serve in the military at 18. In Great Britain, adults buy alcohol at 18 or older in pubs or shops. In family pubs, even 16 or 17-year-olds may have beer or wine with a meal if an adult is present.
But when an adult is present at 17? That's crazy.
And you know what?
No, you're starting them young.
I'm not mad at that because I always told, like how I'm raising my kid, I told my wife, I told her, my thing is, my kid gonna experience something. Hey, I want to be a part of it. So if drinking their first beers with me, I like that.
Yeah.
People look at, oh, it's crazy. No, that's good to me because at least you're teaching them to be responsible, Hey, let me see your level, your tolerance, son. Let me see how you react to this.
So in a sense, is there always I feel like is it always a mixed crowd?
Probably.
Because usually it's always 21 and up. Now is there like kind of like people fresh out of high school and everything, like, you know, young?
Imagine high school, he having a stressful week. He might have a glass of wine with his meal.
God.
You know, our daughter might have a glass of wine with her meal when she having a stressful week. That's nice. That is nice. Get you some wine. Get you some wine tonight. You need it. You got a test coming up. Stress. Get some wine. Get some of that wine.
No.
Pub gardens and events throughout Britain include people 18 and up drinking responsibly with friends. For Americans, this early
21.
trust in adulthood often stands out.
And I know why they ain't got no trust over here, because they
Eggs
got
not
that.
chilled. U.S. supermarkets keep eggs refrigerated, and labels warn customers to do the same. The FDA requires washing eggs, which removes a natural layer and increases risk of contamination if left at room temperature. In Great Britain, eggs remain unwashed by law, so the protective layer stays on. Supermarkets display eggs unrefrigerated, often beside dry goods. In a Glasgow market or a small Isle of Wight shop, egg cartons sit on open shelves. People take them home and keep them out of the fridge without concern. This is a result of different food safety regulations, not tradition. And what seems odd to Americans is routine in the UK. Number 4, unified transit cards. US cities usually have local smart cards, like New York's MetroCard or Chicago's Ventra, which do not work elsewhere. Travelers may carry several cards or need exact change in unfamiliar systems. In Great Britain, smart cards like London's Oyster, Liverpool's Walrus, and Scotland's Saltire function on trains, buses, and even ferries. In Newcastle or Cardiff, commuters routinely switch between lines with a tap, with no stop to buy tickets. The system reduces confusion and saves time, a noticeable contrast for U.S. visitors. Number 3, pub closing flexible. Many U.S. cities have fixed last call alcohol laws.
They sure do.
Often at 1 or 2 a.m. and
Yep,
some
2
limit
o'clock.
Sunday sales. Britain changed this in 2003, allowing pubs and bars to apply for late licenses. In Leeds or Glasgow, nightlife may run until 3 a.m. on weekends. Hours are often set in
talking
discussion
about?
with local authorities.
Because it always, listen,
3 a.m. I'm not even out.
in my young days, I thought, because they start getting groovy around when it's closing hour. They'd be like the last song. And the last song be hitting. And I'd be like, dang, and we got to go home after this.
Yeah.
So at 3 o'clock, I'm messing with that. You be like, dang, I got to go home. They got to play a good song. The music always get good at the end.
Good at the end. Like,
You
really,
like,
what
man,
was all
last
this
call.
doing when we were here?
So we need that 3 a.m. We need that. I ain't out at 3 a.m. today, but maybe back then.
While country pubs may still close at 11 p.m., there is wide variation. Americans who visit often notice how fluid the rules are and feel the difference. By now, you might be comparing it to your own life.
Yep.
What's the latest time you've left a pub or bar in either country? Number 2, exams taken early. American students take most major exams, like the SAT or AP tests, at the end of high school. British students usually take national exams called GCSEs at 16, which affects choices for advanced courses and careers right away. A-levels
Dang.
follow at 18, usually after specializing earlier than Americans do. In Bristol or Glasgow, many finish compulsory schooling and start vocational training while Americans are in basic classes. This means British students face career choices earlier, for
That
better
makes sense.
or worse.
That's good.
Number 1, public space trust. Many American cities add restrictions to public spaces, such as benches designed to prevent sleeping, rules against feeding wildlife, and park curfews. In Great Britain, public parks stay open with minimal restriction. Hyde Park in London or the Meadows in Edinburgh are filled with people reading, eating, and meeting friends from morning to late evening. People relax for hours without interruption. It's common to see groups picnicking or individuals sitting alone. It's a small detail, but one worth asking. When was the last time you truly lingered in a park or public place without being hurried along? This highlights a contradiction. Americans talk about personal freedom, yet ordinary life in Great Britain often allows more daily flexibility and trust.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think I've ever felt rushed out of a park. I don't think I've ever felt like, oh, let's hurry, let's go.
Well, you never been there. They
So-
do. So at night, they do. Like 10 o'clock, they be having a little park security come through there and shut it down.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, for me, I don't feel like I've ever been at a park long enough to be like, oh my God, they're going to shut it
Like,
down.
they're
you know?
real strict. Like, I'm a big, like, well, I ain't fishing in a while, but I used to be, like, big into fishing. And here, I will say that, like, we have, like, camping grounds and stuff around lakes, and the police, like, the fishing game, they are strict. Like, 10 o'clock hit, they'll come through, like, oh, fishing poles off the line, you will get ticketed. Like, it's like, dude, If they're not out here tearing something up, this is nature.
Leave
Let
them
people
alone.
fish. But then you got some. I'm not speaking for, because I did have one time I went fishing. Like we went camping, and the guy drove through, and we were like taking our poles out the water. We were like, dang, it's 10 something. Like he gonna tell us. And he rode through. He's like, as long as you guys are out here not disturbing anything, tearing stuff up. He's like, fish, I don't mind. He's like, I'm on call all night. He's like, I'll be the guy coming through. He's like, as long as you guys are chilling. He let us fish till when we was done. But then you get some that drive through and they're like, yep, it's 10 o'clock. Get out.
Get out.
Don't even, nobody can be out.
9:45.
And I'm like, that defeats the purpose of camping. Like, you should be free-willed camping, right? You should be able to fish as long as you want, be out there, chilling. Like, I don't see why it's a time frame. I can't have my pole in the water after 10 o'clock. That's stupid. That's so dumb. So, that I get, But there's another good video. This has some other pointers we didn't know about. I thought it was a few that they hit that we absolutely never heard. So
yeah, I can see that.
But it was some good ones. All right, let us know if they missed anything. I know there's probably more laws out there where we don't have and y'all have. Imagine what it's like for them to visit us. We always talk about us. What if our rules
I hope
like
they don't be trying to jaywalk?
Right.
The way people be driving
Imagine-
here, do not jaywalk. If you are from the UK and you come to the US, do not
Imagine
jaywalk.
my
They
daughter
are
wants to get
crazy.
some wine. We need to see her ID. She's 16, sir.
Right. No. Imagine like you coming from like the UK
That's
and
nice.
then you go to the bar with your daughter and you're like, oh,
What are you doing?
yeah. They're like, are you?
Somebody call the cops.
And the in-betweeners. That's why the guy had to sit with them. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
And the in-betweeners, the guy, he was like, do you want to sit with me? Then we can get our drink.
That's
makes sense
crazy.
now.
But thank y'all for tuning in with us once again. Don't forget those links is down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Hit that like. See y'all on the next one.